Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing the Expanse Season 5. This is episode 6, titled Tribes. This season so far has just been off the rails. It started out kind of with a slower pace and getting back into the rhythm of things and seeing our heroes kind of just go in different directions. And then everything just changed when Marco's attack happened on Earth.
Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Holy fuck. And the last episode as well ended with kind of a cliffhanger. They're doing the cliffhanger thing again, of course. And that was with Alex and Bobbie trying to get away from the people they were pursuing and dropping the core, and then they just got pushed out into space. And that's the last thing that we saw there. So many things going on. Do you have anything you want to get into before we start the episode? Nope. Fair enough. Then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for The Legend of Korra at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. All right, and here we go. No new messages.
We've met your Minister of the Interior.
Transportation, actually. I'm the new acting Secretary General.
Whoa.
No, please don't get up. Oh.
Most of the people in charge are just gone.
God, yes, of course, your family.
My daughter and her children are fine.
Oh, phew.
They're on a shuttle now. They'll be here soon.
Thank God. We were only able to beat back the attack because of you. I'd like you to join my provisional cabinet.
Ooh.
Please.
Help me!
Yeah, this guy is, he's got so much responsibility on his fucking shoulders now. But yay, Avasarala getting some
With you in a moment, Secretary General.
power back.
And to someone who wants to listen.
Yeah, and knows what part she played. But she's still... We've never seen her like this. Holy fuck. Whoa.
You feeling better?
Not really.
No,
There might be something at the aid station.
I don't want to go back to prison.
Oh, there's no prison to go back to. They'll
Yeah.
probably just shoot you.
Oh.
In that case, I'm thinking our best bet's Baltimore.
Thought so.
I know some people there. The kind you want to be around in times like this.
Oh, shh. So, where should I stow this?
No fucking. This is a military operation. Too bad.
So if you want me off this ship, you're gonna have to drag me.
You got it.
Okay.
I've already been kidnapped once.
You ever been in hygiene maneuvers before?
On this ship, when we were the first people to go through the ring and survive.
Yeah, she's not a complete newbie when it comes to this stuff.
No. Yes, nothing happened?
Whew. The Rossi is flying again. What's that gonna say? We didn't see her record that, did we? Or... Right. They are drifting. And hopefully alive. Oh. And someone found them. Friendlies or...
Definitely not friendlies.
Nope.
Alex, now!
Oh, they were ready.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Good thing she brought her suit. Trying to retract the... Fuck. Oh.
Alex is trying to push off pirates!
What's Alex supposed to... Okay, fuck, let go. But Alex... on. Ah! Oh shit.
Starter, go!
Ah!
Yep. A little parting gift.
Yeah.
On that, motherfuckers!
Suck on that. Wow. Good job, you two.
Grand symbol of inner Belter unity destroyed along with half of Tycho. The Rocinante is underway in pursuit of the Zemea.
Oh, he angry.
Spade her.
What?
What?
You heard me.
I'll keep her in herself.
After what she nearly did to me.
To see her again, I
You
swear.
will do what I tell you to.
Doing yourself!
Oh.
Oof.
My son has a kind heart.
Definitely didn't get it from you.
Saying it like it's a bad thing.
I have more important things to do.
You really have spaced her?
What do you think?
I think that if you do want it done, next time ask me.
Yeah, doesn't seem like there's a lot of love between her and Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
You made me a fighter. He loves
He
me.
loves himself.
But you don't know anything about him.
I know he wouldn't die for you, but he would let you die for him.
That's probably not wrong.
Nope. I think deep down in his heart, he might know.
Yeah. Philip is learning a thing or two, or realizing a thing or two at the moment, I think.
Quite a curveball he's been thrown here. It's so cold. I
It's
can't.
cold as fuck, and it's cold here as well. Just started snowing today, which is pretty to look at, but fuck, it's cold now.
They don't even have jackets on.
They're just wearing flags. Torn up flags.
There's so many trees in the world.
This is one of the first reforestation trials in North America. It's been around almost 150 years.
You okay?
I'm just burning through the last of the implant blocking agents, and it's making my muscles cramp. That's all it is.
You sure?
No?
When is all that shit gonna be like out of her system?
Soon.
So he's dead?
You said he was?
No, your dad. He said that he liked trees, not that he likes trees.
I don't think he's dead. But after I went into prison, I didn't hear from him at all. Schrodinger's parent.
Who?
Schrödinger. You know, the guy with the cat.
Apparently never hear from.
I might have a dad somewhere I never met.
Do you want to?
Nope.
Nah.
Or does he actually exist at all?
I did have someone who tried to take care of me. She died not too long ago.
She showed up, so she's a parent that actually existed.
She lived like she was.
What does that mean?
There are ways that you can live a good life without being a good person.
I like that.
No.
You need to eat as well, Amos.
The thing about civilization is it keeps you civil. Get rid of one, you can't count on the other.
It's like you've done this before.
I grew up like this.
Yeah.
Churn comes and the tribes get small again. Right now, you and I are a tribe of two. We'll go this way.
Towards the crazy asshole who's shooting people?
Yep.
Yep. Amos, he's at home, like, with this shit.
Or at least familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
Multiple contacts, separate headings.
They're jamming our comms.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Fuck.
Connection
It's
request on
Marco's
Peggy.
fleet.
Jimmy, the Free Navy welcomes us.
He's gonna make them an offer or something?
Thank you for coming.
No throne?
This is a war
For a war you started.
for a war I won.
Is it over? I must have missed the inner's offer of surrender.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Do you know who I liked?
That's easy to guess.
You know the song he sang when you spaced him? He used to sing it to his daughter. And to keep his mind steady.
A sentimental man.
You killed him, and you killed Fred.
They fought and lost and died because they betrayed all Belters to do the inner's bidding. I invite you to join the Free Navy.
Or else,
Or leave. I do not expect me to protect you.
the only reason we need protection is because of you.
Yeah.
You have committed the entire belt to war with the Inners and made peace impossible.
We were already at war. You just couldn't see it because they were killing us slow.
Shit.
If anything goes bad, run.
Oh, that's how he's gonna do it. Or approach it.
Throw down your weapons.
I don't have any weapons. That's why I'm here.
Strip then.
What?
You say you don't have any weapons? Stand where you are and strip down. Once I know you're clean, we'll talk.
Shit.
Now, unless you think I got a pistol up my ass, we both can agree I'm unarmed.
But I can go get that cycler myself. Don't need you.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
That was some effect they used there. Holy fuck. Oh. At least I have a place to hold up now.
Mako says it's a choice, and we are all acting like that's true.
Yeah. I'm afraid this guy's right.
We'll go to war with the belt. And our only chance we have to survive is if we stand together.
This is Mako's war, not mine, not
It
ours.
doesn't matter. He's gonna accomplish what a century of leaders have promised and failed to do. What Anderson does and Fred Johnson could not.
Yeah, but how is he gonna accomplish that then, huh?
100 separate factions into one nation. And the only choice left for us is to join him. Or die.
It's really not easy.
I don't like the word tribute. Exchanging crew promotes unity throughout the Free Navy.
He's not crew, he's family.
Let me introduce you to mine. My son, this is Kamina Drama, a good friend of your mother. They were together on the Behemoth. Before Naomi left her to join her Inners.
And by doing so, saved every soul in the system.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that story. Another time, perhaps.
No, now, please. Come on. Story time.
Is there anything you'd like me to tell your mother?
There's no need. I can tell.
Oh, Philip, you've just... I thought it was very obvious what Mako was trying to do. Insinuating that she's definitely not on their ship. Philip does have a lot on his mind at the moment.
Tell him about the rings!
Story time now?
Tell me about the Behemoth.
Yes!
Did you open all the gates?
It wasn't me alone. It took every one of us working together. We all played a part.
I thought you had more important stuff to do, Mako.
Did we win?
Yes.
You got weapons, food, transportation.
Transportation.
Yeah, set of wheels.
Move fast.
That's what the mods do.
Is it always like this?
Yeah, pretty much. Useful in the moment. Some moments after that suck.
That's a shitty design.
I really like their dynamic, actually.
It's very cute.
The way he's looking out for her.
I'm not gonna let anything hurt you.
Exactly.
Thanks. I wrote this little, I don't know, poem.
How'd it go?
I have killed, but I'm not a killer because a killer is a monster and monsters aren't afraid. I'm afraid all the time of the things that I did, how right it felt when I was doing them, how certain I was. We went out of our way to murder someone and take his stuff just because we needed it. It's not the kind of thing good people do. Not even bad people trying to live like good ones.
Holden never would have approved a move like that. I need to get back to my crew.
Getting out of balance. Oh, and that's the end.
Oh, wow, okay.
Also very somber end this time around.
Very.
And the episode overall.
Yeah.
Whew. So that was episode 6, Tribes. As we just said, it was more somber at least than some of the other episodes that we've had. And we did spend a lot of time actually with Amos and Clarissa, just, walking through the forest, them talking, seeing their dynamic there, which was quite nice to see. And then we got like small tidbits here and there with some of the other characters, and then also focusing, I think, a bit on Drummer and her crew or family, their situation, and with Marco. But let's maybe start with Alex and Bobbie, because that's how we left things off in the last one. That was like the big cliffhanger, what happened to them. And that was very action-filled, actually. The part we got there, pretty badass. The way that, okay, they knew someone was probably still gonna come looking for them and catch up to them in a way. So they just kind of played dead and waited for them to get up close and attach themselves to, not the Razorback, but the Screaming Firehawk. Want to call it the Razorback, and we got a good look at like the design of that ship, and it's bigger than I thought actually. But either way, yeah, Screaming Firehawk. They connected to that ship, and then Bobbie, thankfully, brought her power armor so she could just start kicking their asses. And then Alex was ready to jump to the other ship and put a grenade near their thrusters or engines.
Please don't grab your groin or like point at your groin while you're saying thrusters.
Oh, did I do that?
Yeah, you like thrusters.
Thrusters. Yes, that was not intentional. No, I mean, but that was a really cool sequence. That's all I'm saying. And I like the teamwork there, and I like their dynamic as well. Like the people, like the teams that we have in place so far, at least, like the people that they're with, and it's some nice dynamics going on with the characters. And yeah, they managed to blow that ship up and then get away again, and that's pretty much it from that thing. Bobbie got her little Captain America moment with like holding the ship and the walkway and just we just needed the big pulsing like muscles, but it was a power suit, power armor, and almost stretched it to the limit. But yeah, thankfully Alex he did managed to do what he needed to do, and then him jumping to the ship, and it must be so scary floating in space like that, and knowing if you miss your mark you're fucked, because you're just gonna keep going, like nothing's gonna stop you, you're not gonna slow down at any point. That's not how space works.
The Razorback, I'm just gonna call it the Razorback, it's
okay,
a little bit faster, but it was spinning a little bit because of it was kind of thrown away, yeah. And even though they tried to
stabilize it
when they did the thing, I think when they detached again, they must have set some sort of motion, because you could definitely see there was like slight, like very slowly it was turning, and it was very lucky for him that
it was doing that, because then he was able to actually get to the ship, get inside, and then whoosh, away
at least
they
that's
go.
How I saw it. I'm not sure if that was right.
I think you're right about that. So that was exciting, and now where are they gonna go? They seemed happy, at least, that they were able to get away and defeat those guys. Like, take that, you motherfuckers. And then we also got some a little bit of time with Avasarala, and seeing how she's doing. Still very shooketh.
Yeah.
From everything that's going on, and she still can't reach Arjun.
No, we got confirmed that her daughter and her grandkids on like her daughter's side, they were alive at least.
Yeah, and on their way to Luna as well. So they're getting off of Earth. So you can still go to Luna, even though like that whole conversation that Clarissa and Amos had with going to the moon, and first it was impossible, then it was hard, and now it's impossible again.
I think it was more in a, like impossible in a way that now it's become so restricted who gets to Luna, and of course also for her being in prison for lifetime, it was basically
and just the situation they're in now, because Earth is on lockdown probably, and only very important people can go back and forth and leave. But she got a visit from the new Secretary General, who's like, they had to, and this sounds rough, but like scrape the bottom of the barrel to find a new person for that job. But not that I'm not saying he's like scum or anything. Like he seemed like a really good guy. He's just maybe underqualified a lot for this job,
and he definitely felt that way himself.
He only got into politics, or where he was as a
transportation minister,
something like that. He only got into that because he thought the guy who was doing it was a bit of a moron and he could do a better job. And now all of a sudden he has this immense pressure on his shoulders, like being the Secretary General, jumping from that to like the highest position. So rightly so, he approached Avasarala and he's being honest. Like, who saved us? Who was the only one who was able to like make it so that at least it was only 3 rocks? That was you. I need your help. Please help me. So she's gotten back into a position of power, thankfully, where she can do some good, and people will listen to her again. Because, they need to listen to her. She's still on top of things in that regard, even though she's quite shooketh once again.
Well, they're both up. Very, very, very shaken up. You definitely see it. Him just basically, I know it was a bit with gravity, but he was stumbling in and he was so confused and heartbroken because he was starting to talk about the impact and where he was.
He was on a field trip.
With some 6th graders or something.
Yeah.
So,
with kids, and then seeing all of that and just thinking about, oh man,
poor guy, he must be, he's shaken.
It's still such a horrible thing that happened. Like, just thinking of the scope of things and how many millions and millions of people died, innocent people, and just, it's not gonna stop there. And they're describing like the state of a lot of like what it is like on Earth now is just going back to almost a wild frontier in a way. I know, like, we had a lot of discussions about that shit in the previous season, but it's tribes, what Amos was talking about. We're going back to, like, now we're a tribe of 2, and people are gonna, like, if civilization fails, people are gonna stop being civil. So we're gonna go back to behaving like wild animals almost.
And we saw the tribes in this one. We saw both tribes on Earth, with tribes of 2, tribes of many, tribes of 1.
Yeah.
So we saw those tribes, and we saw them with Bobbie and Alex.
Yeah.
And two tribes butting heads. We saw 2 tribes of belters butting heads.
Or many tribes coming together as one, or at least under Marco and the Free Navy. So
we saw all of them tribes.
So while now Earth and people on Earth, they are getting, like, they're becoming less civilized in a way and getting into like smaller tribes. The people who used to be less civilized, the Belters, they are uniting. So it's maybe there's just you can see the differences there right now for their situation overall. You don't agree?
Well, it's just as they talked about the Belters, the drummers group
family. They
were that discussion they had, and they were talking about this is not a choice. He's not making us choose.
No. I'm not saying they choose to unite all of them. It's just what they are doing at the moment. Many of them are uniting. I was just comparing that to how things were on Earth. It was just a bit of a just thought of it kind of deal.
But I don't know if it's civilized the way.
No, not necessarily. You can't put it up like that in that black and white way there at all. It's way more complicated than that.
Yeah, it's just the joining tribes.
Yeah, they are, and there's a lot with tribes in this in this episode. But yeah, that was pretty much what we got with Avasarala, getting back into power in some way, and still just feeling the pressure of everything that's going on. And then we got a little bit with Holden.
Yeah, very little.
A very little bit with Holden, where, back on the Rocinante, we was able to leave Tycho, and nothing bad happened, thankfully. And then Monica, she kind of joined the crew. Or, well, she did so before they left, but you know what I mean. And not everybody was happy about that. Bull, he was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I'll gladly just drag you off the ship. But no, I think that they're gonna need Monica's help, or she's gonna become useful, helpful again. And she's been doing good during this season and helping out a lot. So I think it's a good thing that she's there. And then Holden gave her access to some of the ship, at least like guest privileges. And then he found a message from Naomi.
Yeah, it said something with if
anything
happens or if anything goes awry.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong, then what? ... Wasn't
that the thing she sent him when she left? If anything happens or anything goes wrong, just know that I love you, kind of deal.
Was it just that? Okay, maybe I just I'm thinking about it too much, or
I can't remember. Maybe
either it's a message it's that message and we know about it, or it's something that we haven't seen or heard yet, and it's going to be a piece of information that's going to become relevant. We'll see. Maybe we just missed something. So that was just small bit there with Holden, and then maybe then get into the Belter stuff.
Sure.
With Drama and her family, because that is some fucking predicament. Yeah. It's not an easy decision that they're in right now. Because I see the arguments. I see that, yes, they don't really fucking have a choice when it comes, like, the choice being, like, we can either join Marco or we're probably just going to die, either by his hand or the Inners. Because all Inners are just going to look at Belters now as the enemy.
Yeah, and he knows that, because...
Yes.
Of course he won't touch them, because he knows that the Inners are going to come for them.
As
soon as they find out they're Belters, they're done.
Yeah, exactly. And the only way to, like, really declare that, no, we are not with Marco, is to do some grand thing where they hurt Marco in some way, but they're not really in a position to do that. They thought they were, but then they got surrounded by his fucking free navy and saw that, okay, he has Martian ships and all this technology, and all of a sudden, we're outgunned way more than we thought we were going to be. So it is just a situation where what can they do other than just agree to Marco's terms at the moment? And that is what they then are doing, and they exchanged tributes and all that. So fuck, how? But
they got the guy who was very much like, he wanted to go to Marco, and they got him.
Yeah.
And they got that woman, Corral, I think she's called.
Yeah, the one who hates Naomi with a burning passion.
Yeah, so if that's the only exchange they did, Drama is only one person away from smacking.
That's true. And then there's the whole thing where Philip kind of slipped up and said something he wasn't supposed to. And I'm sure Drama, she definitely picked up on that. And
I think she specifically asked that question. Do you have anything you want me to say to your mother? Because then if he slipped up,
Yeah, and she also noticed him early on,
Yeah,
and she is a very attentive person, and she knows people and how to not play them, or she probably knows how to do that as well. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a specific word, but maybe there isn't one in English. In Danish, it's a menneskekender, but like she knows people at least.
Well, she knows how the
how they
human
tick.
mind works.
Yeah. And she could see maybe on his face that something was bothering him, something was wrong, and it may have had something to do with, and you may have surmised that it had something to do with Naomi.
And I think that was in combination with Marco being very quick to say, tell that to Naomi when you see her. And she was like, okay, I'm just gonna check real quick with this guy over here.
Yeah.
If she's here.
Yeah, maybe and something then, like that. Yeah. Either way, she probably knows now that Naomi is on that ship, or at least somewhere where Philip can get in contact with her. And he did approach the cell afterwards, got in there and started asking questions about the behemoth. And that's only because Drummer mentioned it.
Yeah.
And mentioned how, if Naomi hadn't done what she did, with joining the Inners, what Marco just said, everybody would be dead. Anyway, she saved so many people. She saved all of us. So just getting that in there made Philip that more curious.
But it really said something about the way that Marco has been talking about Naomi to Philip, because the way he's been painting her is just that she betrays people. She betrayed him. She she's evil and she joined her precious Inners or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And painting her in that specific light, but without painting her in that in the
Naomi
light
that we know.
Yeah. And you could see it that there's been a lot of frustration here. And Marco was frustrated just from the second we saw him in this episode. And him starting to slip a little bit and starting to show his true colors.
Yeah.
And also seeing people standing up to Marco and saying, I'm not going to space her.
Exactly.
It's Naomi, I'm not going to space her. You can do it yourself.
Yeah, do it yourself. And then when he was like asked, would you have done that? And he's like, what do you think? And I think that meant, no, I wouldn't have done that.
But he was trying to send a message.
Yeah, exactly. And then people are calling him and calling his bluffs and all of that happening and making Philip question things and making him realize some stuff, which is, we commented on that during the episode.
Yeah, and then he went and talked with Naomi just after that outburst and saying like, you could have died for that. You should have died for what you did. And she was just trying to explain, well, I would have done, if I did actually die,
it would have been worth it.
Marco out, it would have been worth it because Marco is a monster. And trying to really like that's a perspective I don't think Philip has ever met.
No.
If the only way he's met it, that statement has probably been from other people. And not people like
close to him. Yeah, exactly. The people not, he considers enemies.
Yeah, and not his own. And seeing also some of his own standing up to Marco suddenly starts to get makes like his
worldview. It crumples a little bit. The way that he thought everything was connected.
He's put his own. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just saying that I'm sure that. Even with a lot of the stuff that Marco has told Philip about Naomi, that yes, it's true, but he just needs that other side of things. Like, yes, she did work with the Inners. Yes, she did do this and that, but why did she do it? And hearing it from her perspective is something that he hasn't done before. And same thing with his father. He's only ever heard about Marco and what he wants to do from his father and put him on a pedestal. And now he's seeing his father in a different light as well. So like, it's both his parents. Like, this is my father. I know how he is as a person. I know who he is. And this is my mother. And I know who she is because I've been told who she is my entire life. So he thought he had it all, not figured out, but at least that this is the way things are. Because that's what he's been told his entire life. And now things are shifting around and he's becoming confused, rightly so.
Yeah,
so
and
it's just
so he only has like half truths.
Yes,
and
now he's gonna have to piece it together himself.
Yeah, and he never really had any relationship with Naomi because she left as like such a
yes, and now he can get the answers.
Exactly, and just Marco trying to paint her in a bad light and paint him in a good light and make everyone else paint him in a good light. It really just the whole thing is starting there's starting to get cracks in the surface here, and things are starting to poke through, and then sitting down and talking about all those times where there's a reason why Naomi is the way she is, and there's a reason why she actually left. There's a reason why she's doing things, and she would never ever forget the Belters. She would never ever forget where she's from. No, of course she doesn't consider her as much Belter anymore, but that's because she's been like, when you travel places and you meet other people and you start to talk with them, you get a whole sense of you get another sense of other people, and you start to get some perspective. And
definitely, yeah. Naomi is a good person. We can agree on that, and she's being honest as well. Like, she hasn't lied at any point, even the stuff that he knew beforehand. Like, she's honest about that, but it's just her perspective on things, and that's what he needs to know now, and that's what he's curious about, thankfully, and then looking into and talking to her. So that was really nice to see. Even though it is like the situation as a whole is a bit of a shit show, just where they are. But there's a chance now with drama that she's going to be able to do something that will get Naomi out of there, and maybe Philip as well. And then there's going to be some sort of struggle between the Belters, some sort of infighting. We'll see. I'm once again probably getting ahead of myself here. All right, and then we have the last part of the episode, which that was a huge chunk of it, Amos and Clarissa. And we've already talked actually about some of it, but it was just their dynamic, seeing the way that Amos is caring for her, but he's also becoming that person that he used to be and surviving the way that he used to, which he's very capable of. Like, being in this situation is it suits him. But he came to realize something in the end.
Yeah, he surely did.
He needs to get back to his crew, because he's kind of also, he can see that, I'm doing things that Holden, he would never have approved of us just going out of our way to kill this person and take his shit. Not that that was really his intention necessarily. I don't think he thought it through that much. It was just a matter of, she needs help. We can't keep just going and going and going. Like, either we die out here or I get some supplies for us. The only way I can approach this situation is just by walking up to the guy, and then let's see what happens. Like, I honestly don't think he thought any more about it than that. Like, if Clarissa hadn't come to the rescue, then Amos would have died right then and there.
Yeah, and it's about survival at this point for him.
Yes.
And we know he's very good at survival because he's very good at shutting off any moral squabbles. And that's also why he realized, hey, I need to get back to my people. Because every time he doesn't have good people, or people he considers to be good,
someone he can follow,
loses his moral compass.
Yes.
And he's always been very honest with that. But I think at this point where the survival instinct just completely took over, I think he didn't really think about the moral aspects of every action he's doing. And then getting Clarissa, that just, and seeing a little bit of her, like what she's been going through with the prison, and how she realized the massive mistake she's made.
Yeah, and I like that little poem thing that she was actually working on, and the symbolism in that, what it meant, her coming to terms with, I've killed but I'm not a killer, because killer is a monster, and a monster doesn't feel afraid.
They're not, monsters are not afraid.
Monsters are not afraid, yes. And she's afraid all the time. Mostly afraid of herself and what she did and what she's capable of. So yeah, for now, those two, like, it's working out, but they need to get to Holden and the others.
Yeah, let's see. She can't really leave the place unless they get permission, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I don't know how they're gonna do that. Maybe Eric in Baltimore, he can pull some strings and actually get them off the planet. I don't know how powerful that guy really is, but I'm sure that's who Amos, like, that's the guy he was talking about.
Yeah, but we also know that Eric last time he said, "Hey,
if you come back to my city, I'm gonna..."
You're done.
Yeah, but the circumstances have changed a little bit,
yeah,
so maybe
maybe
he's not gonna just shoot him on sight. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it was just I think it was very nice. Well, there were multiple scenes in this one with Amos and Clarissa. I like to call her Peaches. I think that's very cute.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Amos and Peaches in this one. And I really liked it, and I really liked the whole, how the poem also kind of resonated with him, but in a way that he's like, oh, I'm supposed to feel bad. I'm supposed to feel...
He doesn't feel any...
Well, he's been feeling fear once, maybe?
We've seen him, in the series,
that's what I meant.
on when he lost his sight, and everybody was just in the dark there in the previous season, when Holden was the only one who could see. And he was afraid at that time, and that had something to do with his past as well. It stems from him being just locked away in the darkness, and how he grew up. And that's fucking horrible to think about as well. But no, he didn't feel bad about what he did here in this episode.
He feels little to absolutely no fear, and that's what resonated with him, because Clarissa or Peaches went through this whole thing where she's like, well, I realized the error of my own mistakes, but I also know that what I did was wrong. Yes, what I did was wrong, but I am not wrong. I'm not a bad person. There's a whole lot of that talking about bad persons can live a good life, and good people can live a bad life. And and at this point, where they consider themselves bad, and they did bad things, and this is not even considered like bad people living a good life thing. This is just pure wrong. And that whole conversation really just reminded Amos that, well,
I need to get back to my folks.
Yeah, because I'm not doing things that are morally right. I don't do good things. I can't. I'm not being a good person.
Yeah, and I can't see when I'm not being a good person.
Exactly.
Like I'm not capable of discerning that myself, kind of deal. Yeah. But anywho, I think we've talked about pretty much everything that went down in this episode. Another great, this season still is just pretty damn amazing, and I'm sure it's just gonna escalate once again, like in the next couple of episodes and towards the season finale when we get there. Do you have anything you want to add to this one? Nope. That's gonna do it then. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.